What if Historia ate Eren in Season 3? How does the story of Attack on Titan change? First, timing is very important. When Historia rejected becoming a Titan and freed Eren, Mikasa appeared immediately after Rod Rice transformed. This is because she saw the lightning indicating Titan transformation and assumed that Eren was getting eaten. So if Historia kills Eren, the second she leaves her Titan form, Mikasa and later Levi will arrive and see what happened. Mikasa will freak out over seeing Eren's corpse and attack Historia. Historia will be emerging from her Titan form and be unable to defend herself. Levi will realize what happened and will quickly act to stop Mikasa from killing Historia. Armin and the Survey Corps will also arrive, and they'll be in shock from what Historia did. Rod Rice will yell at Historia to use her scream. However, this is when the First King will take over. Historia wants to save humanity and wipe out the Titans. So just like how Frida's will got suppressed when she contemplated helping Grisha, Historia will get completely taken over. The First King will begin lecturing everyone about how he wiped humanity's memories and built the walls to create paradise. But the Survey Corps' pursuit of the truth threatens to destroy it all. To fix it, the First King will rewrite humanity's memories. Everyone will forget about the coup, so the nobility will take back control. Everyone will forget about Eren, what they learned about Titan shifting, and why they need to go to Eren's basement. However, the First King won't rebuild the walls, because it was Marley who destroyed them, and he said he'll accept any punishment from them. Instead, everyone will forget Walmeria ever existed. Armin and the Survey Corps, along with Kenny's squad, will forget why they were fighting. Armin will attempt to calm Mikasa down, and he'll wonder why she's trying to kill Historia. Mikasa will try to remind Armin who Eren was, to no avail. Historia and Rod will realize that Mikasa and Levi are Ackermans, so Rod will tell Historia they should escape. Historia will agree because she has complete faith in her father, and because the inherited memories have altered her personality, but they'll be cut off by Levi. Even though Levi doesn't understand what's going on, he'll realize whatever was in Rod's bag allowed Historia to steal Eren's powers, but unlike Eren, she completely mastered it, so he'll want to steal the bag and capture Historia to try and undo the brainwashing. Levi wanted to do something similar in the original when Rod became a Titan. Rod will beg Kenny to help, and Kenny is a complete wild card, as he's given up on life and just wants to be entertained. He despises Rod, but he also wants to meet his friend Uri. We know this because in the original, he was angry when Historia rejected Rod, but got excited when she slammed him and freed Eren. Since Historia is basically a reincarnated Uri, Kenny will ultimately decide to help her. Historia and Rod will flee, and Kenny will take on Levi. Levi says Kenny is equal to him, but Levi has more experience with the ODM gear, so he'll have the edge. But remember how Erwin's squadron was near the chapel? All of them, including Erwin, are now loyal to the crown, and Historia will alter their memories to see Levi and Mikasa as the enemies. So Erwin and his men will go to back up Kenny and fight Levi. Having to fight Erwin and the Survey Corps will shock Levi, and with him being at a disadvantage, he'll have to fall back. Erwin and Kenny will easily capture Mikasa, as she's lost the will to fight. With Historia and Rod's help, the nobility will take back control and abolish the Survey Corps. This guy will finally get his revenge on Zachary. Levi will be a fugitive and hide in the underground. He'll wait for an opportunity to rescue Erwin and capture Historia. Zeke, Reiner, and Bertholdt will get sick of waiting, but they won't know Eren's been eaten. They'll decide to attack the walls to draw out Eren, but Historia, under the possession of the First King, will refuse to fight back. When the Survey Corps doesn't attack them, the warriors will wonder what's going on. They'll assume that Eren was captured by the church because he revealed the coordinate powers. And since everyone's memories were wiped, they'll easily infiltrate the walls again to look for him. They'll eventually learn that Historia has the founder. Since Reiner likes her, he'll attempt to convince her to help Marley so she can survive. Historia will ask about Ymir, but Reiner will tell her that she died. Historia will decide to fight Reiner and the warriors to defend her home. But the First King will take over. He'll ask Reiner if Marley will destroy Paradis, and Reiner will say yes. The First King will talk about how he accepts Marley's punishment, but is grateful that they let the Eldians enjoy paradise for a bit. He'll agree to go with Reiner and the warriors. Zeke's plan has fallen apart, as since Eren is dead, he has to find another Eldian he can trust to initiate the euthanasia plan. Plus, he has to either defeat Reiner and Bertholdt, or somehow capture Historia from the Marleyan military. When they arrive on Marley, the warriors will be rewarded for their victory. The Marleyan military would learn Historia has noble blood, so they'll force her to have kids, while trying to unlock the founding titan. Wily Tybur will ask to speak with Historia, and since the Tyburs are the heroes of Marley, they will allow it. The First King will greet Wily, and thank him and his family for helping him. Wily will ask what he intends to do. He'll tell Wily that he'll accept Marley's punishment, but it's unclear if he'd accept them unlocking the founder. He simultaneously believes that Titans shouldn't exist, but he also accepts Marley potentially stealing the founder, and that would lead to Titans existing forever. I think the First King will take the action that'll lead to Marley wiping out the Eldians. He'll either euthanize all Eldians, or remove the ability to Titanship. Either way, Titans will cease to exist. Marley will still invade Paradis, as they will desire the natural resources there. If the First King doesn't do anything, Marley will run tests on Historia, but wouldn't be able to unlock the founder. Historia's kids will grow older, and Marley will turn them into a warrior unit. Historia would reach her limit, and have to pass the founder down. This is when Marley would figure out how to use the founder. They would try giving it to a normal Eldian. He'd make contact with Marley's royal warriors, and Marley would unlock the founder and use it to expand their empire. Marley would cull its Eldian population and still invade Paradis for its natural resources. Basically, Historia eating Eren is a horrible idea. Because of the First King, Historia wouldn't defend her people from Marley. Everyone would get their memories wiped. Mikasa would rot in jail, and Levi would be a fugitive. That's all I have to say about this what if, and I'll see you next time.